A lot of you have been wondering the same thing, so I figured I could just make a video to hopefully help you guys understand what embryo adoption was like from our experience. So I'm just gonna explain start to finish. So the first step is finding an embryo or embryos that you want to adopt. There are a few different ways that you can go about this. At the top of my head, there's the website nrfa.org, which we did try. It's a really great website specifically for embryo adoptions. There are donors on there and recipients. Basically, you just kind of mingle and you have profiles set up. It's kind of like a dating website in a weird way, but it's a really great website. You can talk with your doctor about adopting an embryo through the clinic from people who have just donated their embryos to the clinic. You can go through an agency, which I don't really know a whole lot about that. We ended up matching through Facebook. There are a few different Facebook groups for embryo adoption. Another term is embryo donation. So I actually joined a few of those Facebook groups and posted just like a brief bio of Colton and me and included some pictures of us. And after that, I actually had several families reaching out, just kind of wanting to start conversation. Initially, the conversations can be a little bit awkward, but just remember, there's one thing you guys already know that you have in common, and that's that you both have gone through infertility, and that's why you're in the situation that you are. So a good way to start conversations is just kind of sharing your story and just kind of learning more about each other. As the conversation continues, you'll want to learn more about the embryo. Is it euploid, female, male? Maybe that doesn't matter to you. Maybe you want to be surprised. But just kind of learning more about the embryo that you're in. If you're considering moving forward with the family, you want to know about like health history, medical history, just all that kind of stuff. Eventually, a decision will be made and then it's go time. You can hire an attorney. We just used NRFA's contract. It was $350. An attorney drafted up a contract for us, and then we discussed with the donors what exactly we wanted in the contract. And we went with semi-open adoption, and then there were a few like details that we sorted out, but we basically just came to an agreement. The attorney gave us the contract and we gave it to my clinic. You'll want to check with your state laws on embryo adoption. I'm in Oklahoma and we did have to do a little bit more. We had to have some stuff signed by a judge, but for the most part it was like pretty simple, not as extensive as traditional adoption. Legal took I think like 3 or so weeks, not very long at all. But once that was done, my clinic gave me the okay to go ahead and have our embryo shipped from Virginia to Oklahoma. I did not expect for this to be this long, but I'm gonna have to do a part 2.